Fallout 76 is a survival game that had as many updates as it had controversies, but through its flaws and negative fan reception, it received constant patches, content updates, and quality of life features to help make this game as popular as it's ever been. And now that it's free for Plus, I know a lot of people out there are wondering, is Fallout 76 even fun? Is this the next big game for my group of friends? Well, after playing this game on and off, both solo and with friends, I can say, yeah, the game's fun. From its gameplay to its exploration, 76 is just a really good time. Is it the most well executed game out there? No. But
why is everything purple?
You probably shouldn't be expecting that from Bethesda, should you? If you played a Bethesda game before, then this game will seem very familiar to you. At the game's core, it's just like any of their mainline series, and besides the MMO and multiplayer aspect, you wouldn't be that far off to think it looks just like another Fallout game. But funny enough, there's a lot more to this than it seems. If you come into this game expecting just another Fallout, then sorry to disappoint, this isn't another Fallout. While the essence and charm is definitely there, unlike 3 and 4 where the main point of the game was its story-driven narrative, adventure, and exploration, 76 is more on the survival of your character and way less on the story. Features like a hunger and thirst meter were added, which has only been seen in higher difficulties in older games. Illnesses, diseases, and mutations run rampant on your character like never before. Ammo is scarcer, the world more unforgiving, and over-encumbrance is as annoying as it's ever been. But with all that being said, these changes help make a unique survival experience that's surprisingly enjoyable. To start off, let me talk about the combat. The combat is pretty much the same it's always been for Fallout, with the only major change being that the VAT system is now in real time, which leads to quicker fights, but fun trick shots with the right weapons and luck. Because looking into your Pip-Boy doesn't pause the game like in previous titles, going into it in a fight is almost a death sentence unless you're quick. Enemies love to move around and rotate their positionings in this game, making it difficult to heal if you run out of stim packs. And because this game is designed to be played with others, they are not afraid to just throw enemies at you. But besides the threat of enemies, features like crafting are necessary to survive in this world. Due to the scarcity of things like ammo and real food that doesn't give you any debuffs from diseases, it's more important than ever to actually pick up almost every single thing you find. Unused weapons can be dismantled for parts and schematics, monster meat can be cooked to become somewhat healthy, and ammo can be created from scratch. Which things like that have existed in Fallout before, but they've never been as important as they've been in this game. Another big change is the leveling system. No, not the leveling itself, but more like the perks. Where in older titles you simply pick a perk and let it rock out, in this game it's all about your perk loadout. You put a skill point in a specific special attribute, then you get to select a perk trading card based off of that attribute, and equip it. You can change your perks anytime you like as long as your card cost doesn't surpass your attribute value. You get all that? It's very different from older Fallout games, but given the MMO aspect, it makes sense. This game in the series puts more emphasis on the build of your character than ever before, and because of the in-game tools, it's easier to respec than ever before too. So if you don't like how your character's turning out, just change it. Leveling never feels like it takes long either, as there's always something to do. Just in case you didn't see the plethora of mission objectives I kept on the right side of the screen because I obviously hate seeing things like my ammo and thirst meter. I obviously came into this game extremely late into its life cycle, really only playing it earlier this month. But with what's here, there's so much content to this game. For each mission I completed, it felt like I got 5 more, which is really good, but almost overwhelming. Because you don't take long to level, your build is always growing and the game never really felt stagnant. And luckily this game is pretty flexible on how you choose to tackle it too. I love playing games like this stealthy and long range, dealing extra damage from a distance and using the shadows to hide from my enemies. In this game, I had no issues doing so. My friend who loves SMGs and moving fast has had no issues doing just that too. Even though he ends up leading enemies straight to me every single time, which leads into the best part of this game. It's multiplayer. The real reason you would probably even play this game, and probably the reason why you're watching this video. Fallout 76 offers a really fun take on multiplayer, allowing you to join friends from the very beginning and explore Virginia right from the get. If you want to start this game with a friend that's already played it before, then that's fine too. Besides areas with higher levels than you, most enemies will scale to your level, allowing you to play with whoever you want and have a fair experience no matter how far into the game they are, what builds you guys have, and what weapons you're using. Now, does that mean as a level 5 you should join a level 50 Brotherhood of Steel public raid event? Not unless you're a masochist, but add in things like PvP with other players, proximity chat, worldwide in-game events, and even trading with other players, and you'd be surprised how much fun multiplayer makes this game, and how much multiplayer makes this game. But okay, you're not into Fallout, and you're not even into this style of game, or maybe you're just curious if this game can be for you. Again, is it fun? I can't stress enough that my time with this game has been really fun and enjoyable. I've watched as the hours went by because I was trying to make my character even stronger, or take on a really tough enemy with my friends, exploring the world, searching for better loot, and I even got lost grinding materials to build my camp. And I've even enjoyed this game playing by myself, though I would recommend playing it with other people. But it's there if you want to. And if all those things don't sound interesting in the slightest, then this game is definitely not for you. But I'd recommend at least keeping an eye on it. Bethesda has been constantly updating this game season after season, offering everything from new enemies to new locations, which I respect so much from Bethesda. This game had every reason to fail, with all its controversies and negative press, but they still worked on it and made something fun, enjoyable, and definitely content rich if you're willing to get into it. So if you don't like the game now, who's to say it won't be the same game next year? Enjoy the rest of your day, and take care.